If you want to succeed with your site, then you really need to think about the points in this video. Now, we talked about some of the common mistakes that people make with their membership site, and what we want to talk about here is some of the things you can do in order to plan in advance and succeed with your site. Now, obviously, one of the first ones is to make sure that you've planned your content in advance. If you're serious about creating your membership site, then what you need to do is create pretty much, an outline of the entire membership site, how it's going to run, what information is going to be in it, and so on and so forth. If you do that, then you're always going to know what information you need to provide to your members and when you need to do it. So that's a real big benefit to you as a membership site owner. It's going to make your life an awful lot easier. Now, ideally, have your content created in advance. Now, what I would recommend is that you have your content, like 3 months in advance created. So, I have, let's say, the next 3 months worth of content for my membership site already created and ready to go. Now, the reason being is it's quite important to do this because, firstly, what happens is if you're creating it yourself, life happens to you, something happens, you can't create the content, you're going to end up delivering your content late. What's that mean? Unhappy members. Hopefully, people won't unsubscribe. But the problem is of course, if you've got an outsourcer, what happens if your outsourcer doesn't deliver on time, or something happens in their life and they're unable to fulfill their obligation to you? You're going to have a big problem. So you need to make sure that you have your content created in advance, at least a month in advance, ideally 2 to 3 months in advance. I mean, some people, what I tend to do with a membership site is I create a month or two of content, test the membership site, see how it's working. If it works well, I create pretty much the rest of the content, and then it's all there and it's all being delivered over time, and that works very well. But you have to think about that. But with any membership site, you always have to work to get new members. New members don't miraculously appear out of nowhere for you. You have to actually do some work and recruit them. So you always need to be thinking about, how can I get new members, or how can I bring new members in? Now, this may mean that you keep working on your SEO. It may mean you do joint ventures or something like that. It depends. What you can also do that's very important, I believe, is to market to your existing members. Now, you're going to market to them not only your products, but affiliate products and other products of interest to them. And if you do that, it's going to help to increase your revenue. If you provide unexpected bonuses and additional content pretty much randomly, it's going to increase the value of your site to your visitors, to your buyers, and obviously that's going to help you retain members and profit from them. So you really need to think about that. The more you can add that, and the more people don't know quite what to expect or when the good content is going to arrive, then the chances are people are going to stay members longer, particularly if they know the bonuses and the additional content is highly valuable. But you do need to understand what your target market wants. I know we keep mentioning this. I know we've talked about it time and time again. But if you don't understand your target market, you're going to struggle to sell to them. Same with any type of marketing. You must understand what your niche wants. And that is honestly absolutely vital. But you've got to make sure as well that you're providing valuable, unique, up-to-date information that your readers are going to get excited about and think, yeah, right, I'm getting great value for money for this. That's what you want. You want them to join your site and go, wow, fantastic, this is amazing information. I'm so glad I'm a member. That's what you're looking for. So always provide them with the most up-to-date information you possibly can. It's in your best interests to work with your members as well. Work with them, understand what they want, understand how you can give it to them, and all of that is going to help you to succeed very well. Encourage your members to contribute to your site as well. Now, whether they are contributing through participating in forums, or delivering content, or communicating with each other, or whatever it might be, I don't know. It depends upon your particular business model and ideas for your site. But encourage your members to interact, and that's going to help much more with things like brand loyalty. It's going to help them stay members. It's going to help them feel loyal to you, and of course that's good for you. But you also need to keep an eye on your niche as well for competition. What are the competition up to? Are they a threat to you? Now, some niches, for example, if you're in say a PLR membership site niche, watch the competition, because maybe people are buying your products and selling them, not adhering to the license, or taking your products and competing by selling them to other people at a lower price than you are, or whatever it might be. I mean, I can think of one private label and master resale rights club that has a real problem with members joining their club, taking their content and setting up their own site in competition. So watch your niche for competitors, see what the competitors are up to, and whether it is something that's a threat to your site, or whether it's something you don't need to worry about. Maybe they have some innovative ideas for content or marketing that you could apply to your site in order to maximize the value to your members. So think about that as well. That's a very, very good idea. Keep an eye on the market as well, and see what the new techniques are, new developments, and so on and so forth. What's going on in the marketplace? What new technologies have come along? What new techniques have come along? What new ideas are there? And so on and so forth. All of this will help you provide additional value to your members, because you're keeping abreast of the latest developments. If you can stay on the cutting edge of technology for your members, then you're going to find that you're going to have a real good retention rate, because you're always providing quality information that's hard to get elsewhere. But one of them, again, this is a mistake a lot of people make, is they don't step outside of their box. They think in one way and one way only, and because of it they end up with some serious problems with their members. Always make sure that you think about what your members want, and think laterally, if you like. Step outside the box that most people think in, and think, well, what can I do that is different? What can I do that will stand out from the crowd? How can I make this more valuable to my members? All of that will help you to really, really succeed. But the watchword, I believe, with a membership site is pretty much add value. Value is why people are there, and if you can give them value, then they will stay members for a long, long time. So always think about that. Value is your watchword, and by providing good value to your buyers and your readers, then you're going to find that you succeed. So these are just some really, really simple tips. I know some of them sound very, very simple, but they work. They're very effective, and they're tips that will really, really help you to maximize the revenue from your membership site. So please, when you're setting up your site, think about these tips. Think about how you can provide them and implement them, because they're going to help you to really create a successful membership site. And a successful membership site can make a huge difference to you in your business and in how much money you make.